Hey everybody, it's Ross from the Otherworld Original Dungeons and Dragons Clubhouse. Holy smokes, that was a crazy battle that we just had. Just an off-the-cuff introduction here really fast. We recorded the session as usual, so you can see us play it. You can tell us if we did something wrong, if we got something wrong in the rules. You can let us know if there's something that you liked or you want to share or compare or collaborate on. Remember to leave those comments, and maybe we can change the timestamps and we can find where those different points of joy or pain kind of arose. This was an incredibly complex battle. It had multiple participants. Some of them had to have us play their pieces on the board in their absence. It occurred over 2 days. It involved large magical forces and lots of different spells and spell orders. And I was just very lucky to get to play with these guys who they're sharp enough where they were backing me up on the rules and backing me up on all the stuff I missed. And, a big part of it, I didn't have to referee. I hosted part of it, and I tried to say, all right, let's go to the next thing and so on. We spent a lot of time at the end letting somebody make a decision. It was a big decision. And so I'm going to leave that in because that was real. But this is the Siege of Castle Tharnburg. It involves a large mercenary army that has allied with a chaotic baroness wizard, and she's marching to combine forces with the vampiric lord Father Yor of the Red Faith. And Father Yor reveals his cards early on to his allies and does something so incredibly horrific. It's maybe the most horrific thing I've ever seen in Dungeons and Dragons before, that everyone else was like, we have to kill this man now. And that is what they did. And they betrayed him in a Bronstein, where they got together and they betrayed him. So it was thrilling and exciting and fast. And anyways, I'm excited to show you. So I hope you enjoy. Everybody, welcome to the Ostermark. You have marched your combined armies to relieve or answer, at least, the siege on the castle of Tharnburg. And we have here joining us tonight. First of all, I'm Ross, and I'll start out as kind of refereeing and hosting and getting the battle started, and then we'll be playing Chainmail. We have Koji playing Father Yor of the Red Cathedral. We have Ryan playing Baron Edna the Iron-Handed. We have Jonas playing Bool the Fool, and we have Tanner, who is going to, once we get to the battle portion of it, you'll be assuming the command of the conventional forces of Baron, I almost said Kegel, who got raffle stomped by this guy, the previous guy, who is this is Baron. So many barons have been assassinated and killed. Not him. The poor fellow who can't attend tonight. Let me find the Siege of Tharnburg, and it is Kotar the Wizard, who you'll find has an unsettlingly inhuman appearance along with his inner circle. Okay, so the battle will occur in several phases, and it all begins the night before. Now, whoops, actually I should remove those forces from the board. Let's see, let's remove these and these. These forces are, actually, I'll bring these back. They're there, as I understand it, but they are not visible. And then we'll introduce what they are and all that kind of stuff. Let's see, GM layer. Here we go. Oh! That's weird. I lost control of it. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this is the barony of Tharnburg, and sitting at the backside, kind of up a hill, an incline. You can see the contour lines going up here, sitting on kind of a low hill, with a road leading down into a lower area where there's a palisade down to the southwest. And you have like various, villages and estate things around the outside of the castle. This is Tharnburg and Castle Tharnburg. It has been taken by Baron Kotar, and you can see the first thing you see when you come here. It is May 6th, and it is it is a grisly sight, actually. Father Yor. There are crucifixions, just dozens, perhaps hundreds of people who have been crucified. And there are just rotted, bloated bodies everywhere in mass graves. They have this person, when they took this keep, they slaughtered a lot of the people here. Or the people, oh, interesting. Or the people refused to quit. And you get evidence that that's the case. It's not hard to find devotions here to Saint Nagornis as you conduct your reconnaissance. So you have a pretty clear idea. You can see the castle as you see it now. It's clear to you that they have posted these beasts outside the castle, and they're basilisks. They've chained and blinded them and prepared them to be used, their gaze against anyone that approaches. They've posted it at each point. Of course, these can cover just about every fire angle, this like star shape, right? And so, and then in addition to that, posted on other corners are half regiments of light crossbowmen. That's what you can see manning the walls of the keep. It doesn't look like the villagers are out, those that have survived. It's just Kotar's men. Kotar, yeah. Okay, so it is that evening. What do you do?
Okay, so with the Holy Cardinal Pag converts several women of the night to a more holy purpose in life. They unfortunately cannot be fully anointed. The proper ritual cannot be performed, but nonetheless they shall serve a purpose this evening. So that gives us 13 vampires, the Holy Cardinal Pag, and the 12 women, who, between all of them, conjure a horde of 500 bats to assist with their shock attack in the night.
A shock attack. These poor people. These poor people. Those left will certainly scream. Okay. Don't bother our battle with screaming that much, everyone. Calm down. Okay. So, the night air fills with 500 bats. Very well. And of note, as he mentions, you have basically a regiment almost of vampires and like 500 bats. These have all been invisible, right? Until now. Well, these are summoned, but the vampires and your headquarters forces have been invisible.
Yes, that is my understanding. I assume the vampires remain invisible until they do something that would break it.
I agree with that. Okay, so you just unleash the bats. What, on the villagers, on the castle? What do you do with them?
The bats are going to be unleashed on the castle for a couple of reasons. If they are actually capable of inflicting physical harm on anybody, then in the general swarm of them, sure, they're going to start chewing up people. But also a visual, like an ablative visual cover for the basilisks. Sure, some of the bats will get turned to stone by the basilisks, but if there's a bunch of bats in the way, then important vampires are not getting turned to stone.
I like that. I like that plan. If it's okay with you, I'll just say that works. I think that makes a lot of sense. I don't. Yeah. Not sure where the rule is in Chainmail for swarms of hundreds of bats blocking out the night eyesight of a basilisk. So we're gonna just go with that. And they harass the castle. For this, you know, what immediately comes to mind is morale. That if this comes up, it's going to be harder for them to act. These are also humans, or sort of. They will adhere to the rules as humans, and so I'm going to grant you the benefit, because the other group had this, that the goblin rule acts in reverse. So pretty devastating, actually. So with that, yes, your vampires are easily able to make the approach. That's the plan, right?
Yes, the vampires make the approach under cover of the bat swarm, and assuming a gaseous flying form, simply enter the castle through cracks and crevices and arrow slits. There's literally nothing they can do.
This might be over really fast.
Oh, yes.
30
Also,
days of night.
I've been trying not to be a smart aleck, but I'm gonna just say it here. One of these light crossbow men's like, it looks pretty grim out there. Might be bats. Flying grounds from usual size? I don't think they exist.
Bool, did you get these women from Tharnburg?
Yes, I did.
No,
They are-
no.
Yes.
This man on the wall sees his daughter there suddenly.
Oh, that's terrifying. Just zombie or vampire children.
Oh my god, all the women of this place.
If any of these women are seeing their fathers or vice versa, they're terrible fathers.
Yeah.
Well, they are
Yeah,
terrible
yeah,
fathers. So.
let's see that. Yep.
All right. I will then reveal what is hidden within the Bailey.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Whoa.
Let's see, did I get it all? Okay. An enchanter, a conjurer, and Baron Kotar himself, as well as 10 heavyfoot. They gather their weapons, and you are in amongst them as gaseous forms. What do you do next?
Well, we're gonna stop being gaseous forms and swarm those casters.
You're there. All right. Well, now let's see. I think this is more D&D combat, seems to me, fellas. Let me bring it up.
Yeah.
In fact, I think we might as well make this more visible to see. I'll give you the benefit of saying that you obviously had half of them actually try to get into the Bailey. I mean, if you wanted to take out the enemy's leadership, that makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll give you one more. Okay.
Kotar knew we were coming, right?
He knew, but he didn't know that all of the daughters, the daughters of this place would be turned to vampires and suddenly appear all around him. He did not know that. He does not have commune. It would have done him well to have had commune instead of what he did have. Because what he did have doesn't. Well, we'll find out, but it looks like it's not going to matter soon. Okay, what I'm going to draw here is I'm going to create like a little area here, and this yardage is going to become feet, and that's what that's going to be. And I'm going to create like a room. So it's just going to be like this. And he was being no coward. This happens all at once. It goes from bats to all of a sudden vampires are everywhere. So let me get out the turn sequence. And let me get out my attack charts. Book 1. And I don't know, man. I'm going to say that you have surprised them. It's kind of hard to get around that. Sorry, Jacob.
Kotar wasn't expecting this. He didn't.
He was definitely not expecting what just happened. That was definitely not expected. Yeah. I was not.
It's day 1 defense preparation stuff, but
what was it?
Yeah, no, tell me. My thought is the idea of vampires just leaking through the walls like gas and suddenly appearing was definitely not on the...
No, I'm being a sarcastic shit. There's nobody who would have prepared for this.
I mean, if he was an evil high priest and had commune, maybe we could have jousted that and won, but no, yeah,
possibly.
He didn't. Yeah.
What class was the Tharnburg leader before?
He was a fighting man, but he was actually absent, and he sent a spy and found that out.
Yeah, not a cleric with a bunch of crosses over every door, huh?
No. Oh yeah, the crosses.
Yeah, there's crosses.
Oh man.
Garlic.
Well, they're literally people on crosses, but I'm going to say that doesn't count. But that's a good point. In Greyhawk, it says that a vampire cannot come near a cross at all. They are completely.
I don't know if they're crucified.
Dude,
so,
what do y'all think? I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
I had no clue they were crucifying people. I think that absolutely counts. As much as it hurts us, I think that's fucking awesome, and it should count.
Well, so two very important points.
They were crucified as Christians. Yeah, in the belief that they were, right? They thought they were following like a saint, so like the whole thing is...
Dude, that should... I think, my vote would be absolutely...
2 extremely important points I need to make to that. Incredibly important. 1, they're flying. They can just go over them into the castle. That's irrelevant. And then on top of that, Greyhawk does not say they cannot come near crosses. Greyhawk is what softens
I see
their
that
reaction
now.
to crosses.
I see that.
To they just don't. They just try to not look at them or directly target them. So frankly, they're flying. They're flying over the crosses as high as they need to fly to not care about crosses and then dive bomb into the castle.
Okay.
And then on top of that, they're just like, oh, well, all the more reason to get to the castle. We don't want to look at that.
Yeah. What'd you say, Tanner?
Because
asking, are we using Greyhawk? I thought it was just the 3
It's Chainmail 3rd edition, 3 Little Brown Books, and Greyhawk.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that would absolutely fly. They cover their face and go right over the crosses.
Yeah, Monster and Treasures is much more like they just can't abide it. Like they're just falling back and they just can't go near it. But yeah, Greyhawk is like, nah, just go over it.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay. It is pretty cool though. So I just want to put this out here on the board that these guys inadvertently had an entire hundreds of people on crosses. Would that reasonably ward off a flight of vampires? I just want to throw that out there and put both of them on the table.
If they had their forces arrayed within the crucified people, then the vampires couldn't come and get them. It just wouldn't work.
Yeah, I don't. Although I will say that, actually, go ahead, Tanner.
Obviously, he didn't prepare for this, so I'm not gonna be bellyaching too hard. But it's like if they had big lit lighthouses or lanterns or something with a cross on the glass, so they could point a bat signal of a cross on these vampires, so that'd be more effective.
Yeah, maybe, but none of that has happened. Since we're using Greyhawk, I agree with this, and so let's keep moving here so we can get to the next part of the battle, although this might end it right here. Here we are. So you've got a surprise turn, so we're going to skip to that right away. You've got a free turn. So let's see here. Spells, magic, shenanigans, abilities, what you do?
Well, they... Huh. I wasn't thinking about shenanigans, but you know what? there's some shenanigans we can attempt.
Do them.
Okay, so 3 vampires have an initial action that each of the 3 of them are going to take.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 charm person on each of the casters at a -2 penalty to their saves.
Man, vampires can do that, huh?
He wants to expand his forces.
Any man type that they look into the eyes of. So
Wow.
if
I mean, and these are Klingons. They're going to look into your eyes. And I would call it a man type. I know. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
they're casters and they have good intelligence, I assume. I'm assuming this. I'm not expecting this to work, but hey.
So let's see. They're going to make. Do you want all of them to do that?
Just 4 of the vampires will be attacking these casters if the charm does not immediately work.
Okay. Let me see. Well, it would go in the. No, actually, it would happen at the same time. That's fine. I usually resolve melee first, but I think this makes sense. It's the most important thing, so let's do that. Let's see here. This is save versus spells for a magic user. There is one that is 1 to 5, and 1. So wow, it goes down really far between those 2 levels. So he's got to get a 15.
And at a penalty of 2. Vampires impose a penalty of 2 on the charm.
He passes one of them.
Whoa.
So, and you said it's 4 of them, right?
3, 1 for each caster.
1 for each caster. Okay, so the other 2 have to get a 12, but they have to get a 14 because of the penalty.
Sure.
So 1 passes and 1 fails.
Okay, the one who fails, instructions are clear, kill Kotar. And then the remaining 4, try to kill Kotar.
All right, let's see here. You have got a surprise turn. I will say that the charm person can't act on this turn.
Of course.
Let's see here. Kotar is a... Let me get the armor class. No, he's just... he's got his PJs on, man. He's 10. He's a 10, so let's see. That's... What is their hit dice? The vampires?
It's 7 and 9.
Oh, they just got a roll of 4.
Or the stick.
Okay, so should I just roll 4 d20s then?
Yep.
One misses, 3 hit.
All right, roll your damage.
And they also energy drain 2 levels when they hit.
Each. So
Yeah.
he just lost 6 levels.
This is a stupid question. Yeah, that happens at the same time. So yeah, go ahead and roll for damage. Oh man, wild.
Yeah.
Are we using just the normal d6 or the Greyhawk d10?
D10. Greyhawk. Yeah. Funky dice.
862.
6-2.
And
Let's
6
see.
levels out of there.
6-2. 8-6-2. 16. Okay, he's lost most of his hit points. And he is 8. And
I
he...
imagine there's a lot of spells he's not high enough level to cast anymore.
That is correct. Let's see, he
And
was
he's
at...
level 5.
He's level 5 now. I think he is no longer able to cast the spell he had ready that was left. So he also does not have magic lightning bolt. I think. Let's see here.
I think it's I think one of those victory conditions is coming up pretty quick.
Thaumaturgist. Yeah, he cannot. No, he actually still has lightning bolt. Still possible.
2-1. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
In Star Trek, all Captain Kirk had to do to deal with Klingons in the original series was get a bunch of vampires on the crew.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. That is, I think, your surprise turn. If you could roll a d6 for initiative, please. And then
Yes.
what spells would you like your person killing Kotar. What I assume you want to do a spell. You mean to tell you what he has? I had magic missile prepared.
Magic missile seems fine. Given the nature of the charm, I assume it's just on his initiative, whatever he would decide to do.
I think that this one can cast. I think it's 3 magic missiles. It's Where's Greyhawk? Somebody back me up on that. I think you get 2 extra after level 5.
Yeah.
And this is a. Let me move it. It's a.
For every 5 levels of magic user attain additional 2
Enchanter.
missiles. So
And they're each d6 plus 1, I think. So, all right. So top of the round. What'd you get for initiative?
6.
6. I got a 5. You're going first.
Okay.
You may. And this is an example. Why don't we just figure this out instead of the bats, right? Yeah. Your other vampires, I don't think would know, if that's okay with you. They would know soon, but this is all happening within 2 minutes. So, are you just going to do melee and missiles, or melee and spells?
On to Kotar? Yes.
All right.
Well, okay. Once again, 4 vampires to Kotar, and magic missile from the 1, and then the 3 guys who tried to charm before try to charm the magic user assistant who didn't get charmed last time.
You said 4 of them do that?
4 melee, 3 charm.
3 charm. Okay, here we go.
Unless passing makes them immune to vampire charm. I don't know if it explicitly states that. 24-hour immunity on save or something.
Let's see.
It's
They all
treat as
fail.
charm person. I don't know if that affects anything.
Yeah. All right. So he is also charmed.
Okay.
If you roll 3d6 and add 3, please, that might just settle the matter. It does. Okay. Kotar roars as you just as his friends, like with this gleam in their eye, just turn on him and cast their prepared spell they had, just in case for the night, in fact. And they had kept this just in case. And he roars as his friends betray him, and he sees all of the bats and the death and the fire outside as these women stand over him, and his eyes dim, and that's it. And that just knocked out all but one phase of this battle tonight. With these vampires, I don't even think it's worth worrying about the other forces. You have your pick. They can fly, turn into gas. They can't die. They can cast spells. I don't even think it's worth...
They can't cast spells.
Oh, I thought you... Oh, it's because if they look at someone. Well, they are literally harlots from this town, and these are men. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
just a
What
gaze.
justice has come. It's nuts.
And any one of those men they kill will also become a vampire.
Oh my god.
Forces grow. This is
So-
probably why Chaos is triumphant in this campaign.
Exponential growth is terrifying.
I have not used the vampire bomb strategy yet. I have been contemplating it, where you just drop a vampire into a village, have them kill one person, who then helps them
Like
kill another
patient
person,
zero.
and it just spreads like an infection, and the whole
Yeah.
village is wiped out overnight. And then because they don't have coffins, they all are incinerated by the next sunrise.
Yeah.
And so just a village vanishes. With
It's
no
like that
evidence.
moment in Risk, though, when everyone turns to that guy at the table and is like, "We stop this guy now." like we have to stop this guy now.
Honestly, try it out next month or downtime or whatever. See what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, that's why the Red Cathedral's whole deal has been trying to not seem like they're a vampire cult, because vampires are stupidly powerful unless you know you're fighting vampires. Then they're the easiest thing in the world to resist.
Yeah, just a bunch of Italian food everywhere, and they're done.
Oh, I got plans to deal with the garlic.
Oh
Let's
god.
put some insects over the dead bodies.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I need something like this. Hardly anything else will really matter at this point. The vampires will evaporate, right? As well as the bats will just dispel. Because no one
I mean,
will
I
control
assume the
them.
bats will. The bat's job is essentially any surviving bats to come back. Yor speak with animals, just to hear, hey, what happened?
Very well. Well, here's what happens. And
one of the vampires returns. The other ones, there's no point. We don't have native soil for them, so they're gonna die no matter what.
yeah, and I hate to tell you this, but those Klingons are definitely not on their native soil.
Yeah, no, I don't know if the Harlots count as native soil, because, yeah, they're from Tharnburg, but
They are from
doesn't count as native
Tharnburg.
here.
Yeah, does that count?
Native soil.
Yeah, does anyone from Tharnburg count as native because they're colonizing Baron people?
Oh, no, yeah, they're totally native. Yeah, they were born here.
Oh, shit, okay.
All right, you
All I
get your
gotta do is
vampires
find a
back.
closet and just sleep in there.
They could just rip those up from the ground. Easy peasy.
Yeah, so in that case, the Harlots are scooping dirt into whatever chests or boxes they can find in the castle, just rolling into them and going to sleep.
What have I done?
Such a dumb sight. Like, quick, dig a hole.
It worked.
Okay. I guess you turned them all into vampires? Is that what happened?
Uh,
All these...
any man type that we are considering the vampires to have successfully killed themselves became a vampire, but if we have no native soil for them, then they die at the sunrise, regardless of whether they're actually in the sunlight.
This is all their native soul. Can I give you half and say the others died in the chaos and the melee and the grabbing of arms and the, and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, sure.
All right, 10x heavy. Actually, it'd be 10x vampires.
I was fully planning for these ladies to not survive and be purely sacrificial. Now they're actual nuns of the cathedral.
Wow.
Terrifying.
What have I done?
We're gonna
As
play
agreed.
Rockboard soon.
As agreed, Bool, half of them will enter your service in my name.
All right. We'll work the terms of that out later.
Okay, I'll just put all these bats back. Your army of vampires. Now I'm going to move everything down here. What he had planned was quite the magical menagerie, and none of it matters. He was going to use he used monster summoning 5 and 6 4 times. He summoned in advance. He summoned a conjurer and a enchanter, and then likewise they were going to summon more things and cast invisibility and fly, and they cast mass morph. So they took the summon things and put them out in the terrain where you couldn't see them. He was going to use phantasmal force and create an array of ballista that were anti-air and heavy catapults in the keep. So you have to get in the keep, but you have stopped all of that. None of that happens, and I'm going to clear all those pieces off the board. Instead, the next day, Bool the Fool and Baron Edna, you all see a horrifying sight. You see a blasted land, a village of death, and upturned soil and fire and rotted bodies and crucifixes. That is to say, literal people on crosses rotting on them. Just and insects and bugs everywhere. And your armies march through the broken palisade of Tharnburg to see this. And I'll bring your army up. And then the next, and in fact, last phase of battle. And I'm sorry, Tanner, you got knocked out of the game early, essentially. Yeah.
I didn't expect this to go as smoothly as it did.
Honestly,
this was it.
No.
So, all right. So this is abstracted, right? But you can imagine these armies. They're marching in. They're seeing this. I'm just gonna, just for reference, I'm gonna take your army. I'm gonna put it on the opposite side of the map, and I'm going to take each of you, and you'll each get a round in a separate room. You can, and I'm going to start with actually Father Yor.
Okay.
The wyverns are invisible, but everyone else said they're not. So everything else should be apparent to everyone.
Actually, I think I calculated like 28 invisibility. So all of the Bool's guys, the basilisk, the wyverns, Father Yor, you had a cardinal or something?
That would be the head vampire of the attack that just happened.
Okay, so he would have been invisible before that. So yeah, those guys would have been invisible. But essentially, the our leaders.
You're all marching together.
No, the plan was we were going to mass morph and surround the castle.
Oh, okay.
Stay spread out to essentially defend from fireballs, and then coalesce from all angles.
This would have been insane if the vampires hadn't solved it the night before.
It would have you stopped everything. That's crazy. I was so worried about this battle, just seeing Kegel and Nagornis's fight, just slug it out, oh, you're lost. Oh no, you've lost. Oh no, you lost. I was so terrified, but it's send in the vampires, all right.
And then
Okay.
they both lost, and I swooped in and took over that territory.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, since you're so, what? To be honest, I would propose. It's up to you all, but I'm going to pull each person in for a round. They can give me independent orders, and we can chat about the situation. I would say you probably aren't able to talk to each other then, so we will be right back. All right. Hello, Father Yor.
Hello, sir.
So, you have taken over the keep. It is not hard for you to assess. You're able to come in. Father Yor makes it in with his new, entirely loyal, devout nuns, properly dressed now and pious. And everything looks in order, and already the sacraments of the Red Cathedral are being honored appropriately. It's not hard for you to find that your two allies are converging on the keep as well. What would you like to do?
Commune.
Commune. I forgot about this. Yes, it is commune time.
Yeah.
This rather changes the commune, doesn't it? So here we are.
It does. It makes it more strategic and prudent this time around. So, largest question. Do either of my allies intend to backstab me?
I think I can answer that pretty confidently. No, they are terrified of you. Bool did everything he could. He strung garlic around his campsite, but they are horrified and terrified of you. None of them have indicated to me. Now, I actually don't know either, right? They could even make plans on their own. But from what I know across the Veil, none have indicated any plans to betray you.
For sure. Okay, so that's question 1. Question 2. Of course, many of them are based around who knows what, but that's entirely the prerogative of those particular players. Oh, you said that the Baron of Tharnburg was not present, one way or the other.
Yeah, he's in the Great War with the Saracens on Crusade.
Oh, so he's very much not here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would know, just based on having possessed people and everything else and what you find here, he marched half of his forces away, and Kotar saw that weakness and seized it, and that's how he was easily able to take the keep.
Very understandable. Okay.
Of course,
second
also,
commune.
as you know, when he got here, he found zealots entirely dedicated to the Saint Nagornis, who were
Yes.
martyred. Yeah.
I had to flip that plan in the opposite direction when Nagornis and when everybody lost the Nagornis-Lotherson battle. That had to do a 180. But okay, so second question then. What defensive forces remain at Kotar's castle?
The keep is entirely intact. The castle is completely operational. There's no breaks in the walls, nothing. There are no siege engines. There are as many weapons as you could arm forces, but there are no forces left here. This place was devoured.
Oh, no. Kotar's castle.
Oh.
Did he bring everything he had, or did he leave anything there?
He brought everything he had, and only administrators abide in Kotar's keep. Except there is one force there, a former Baron Kegel.
Beautiful. Delicious even. Okay. Oh, well, that makes the third question very simple. What is former Baron Kegel Lotherson's force composition?
I think something like a regiment and a half consisting of heavy footmen and crossbowmen. Oh, so what is that? 30, about 30 men.
Okay. And that's 3 for my commune.
Okay. All right. Well, what is your plan, actually, I should say? What is your action that you want to take? Your order?
Yeah, sure. I just need to get the information as to should I be preparing for a backstab. But if my allies are true to their word,
very well,
then I am preparing a welcoming committee. If there's anything for a feast, it will be awaiting.
Despite the grisly, and so you could tell them this, despite the grisly display outside and the insects and crucifixions, you could make the inside immaculate and perfect. You know, if you want, you could do that in time, I think. Anyways, all right. Talk to you soon. All right, Bool the Fool. Hello.
All right.
Right, so you're marching up on this keep on the palisade wall. You see these horrific displays. It's obvious to you that Father Yor has already taken the keep. You can see that Baron Edna's forces are also arriving. What do you do?
So this obviously, if he was able to do this in the night with a dozen, with 13 people, this guy's got too much power, and I would have some idea of his forces above, he's got 90 footmen with him. Maybe I wouldn't know that. I'm going to attack him. I'm going to try to get let into the castle and then attack. Exactly how that plays out, I would try to enter with Edna iron-handed, so.
Okay.
I'm going to have to wait till initiative is rolled or however we do that to see exactly what I do, but that's my intention. Teaming up with Ryan to take him out.
Okay. All right.
Take out York.
I will be right back.
Yep.
All right. Edna the Iron-Handed. Hello.
Hey, you know what's going to happen, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. All right. So now I don't know how you all would have been able to have coordinated forces. I don't know that would have been possible. That is to say, you're approaching from opposite directions, and you suddenly see this and are making a decision now, and that's your order.
Oh, sure, yeah. I think the coordination is going to come with the fireball being lobbed into Father Yor's camp, and then Bool. You know, we had already talked actually before, whenever we first encountered Father Yor, we were like, hey, we're going to take this guy out, right? And we had already agreed, and then we figured out Kotar was out of his castle, and we're like, oh, well, let's get him first. And then Father Yor was like, oh, let me join in. So we had originally planned to get him like a ways ago, but obviously that's changed. So yeah, I think the coordination is going to be like fireball explosion. It's like, oh, I see what's happening.
Alrighty. We may resolve that in Chainmail. I got to do some stuff. I'll be right back. Father Yor.
Yes, sir.
Whatever awful forces beyond the veil provide these powers to man that you've been blessed with have waited until the moment of crossing the palisade to note the change of heart, and you know that they're betraying you.
Unfortunate. Okay. How to play this, okay. Do they yet see me? Are we yet within sight of one another?
Yes.
Okay.
That is to say, they know you're in a keep, you know they're at the palisade walls in opposite directions. This actually is inaccurate. These forces would be, they would be within sight, which would be like that, and then these would actually be closer, in fact, because they would come in at the wall,
Okay, well, I had it prepared for the battle with Kotar, so in that case, Insect Plague.
Okay. All right, I think we're back in Chainmail, so I'll see you over there.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
All right. Let's see. Well, hello again, everyone. So, Victory Feast, right? It's the next order of business.
Let's cheers.
And then all of a sudden, all of the bodies and the bloated corpses and crosses, worms and bugs. There were already flies and bugs and things, but something is wrong because more bugs are coming out of these bodies than bodies can hold. And they just start billowing forth out of the bodies and puking and gouting out of them. And with that, we'll enter combat. So, top of the round, we're back in Chainmail.
Feel better about this now. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, did I freeze? Can you guys see me?
Yeah, I can see
I
you.
can see you.
Okay. Let's see here. You guys are frozen. What did I do? I'm going to come back.
And here he is.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Discord didn't like me leaving and coming and going like that. Okay, so let's just... I feel like there is enough going on that we're just going to roll for initiative. You know where he is. He can see where you're coming from. Now, I did give... we're going to use what we decided on as the terrain. So because you're approaching from the palisade in this direction, I just put you back on the other side where the palisade would have come from. You are coming uphill, which is a bit unfortunate. Edna, on the other hand, this part of the palisade is closer to the castle. All of these forces, this is abstract. It's all inside of the castle. I think...
One question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are there any forests on the map? Because I did mass morph everyone to be forest, just so we can get closer to the castle. Is there any forest on the map at all, or is it all just open? It doesn't look like it to me, because typically there's like a little texture, but...
I have that there are not forests inside of the palisade. So once you get, like, if that makes any sense. But, however, you'll still gain the benefit of that, but you can take that spell back if you want, because I don't think... unless you'd already done it, like if that was your plan and you already had it. But if you're doing it in the moment, you don't need to. Because you're basically walking beyond a palisade wall, and you see what's in the castle sees what's in you, and then we're making these decisions and starting. Now, everybody's frozen for me. I wonder why.
Good for me.
Man, let me see if I can fix it.
The yellow follow people. Oh, that's your. Oh, okay.
Okay. I have my camera off. Let's see. I'm going to turn it on and see what happens. All right. So top of the round, everybody can roll for initiative. And Tanner, I'm wondering if we can give you something here.
I'm happy to step out or hit on mute if you prefer.
Totally up to you. Yeah, it's hard to suss out, to be honest with you. There's just so much chaos. All right. So let's see. Everybody roll a d6, please. And really, you don't even need me at this point, except, you know, I can help kind of keep everything moving.
I got a 3.
Oh, the dice aren't showing up.
6.
Okay, Bulls, Fools. This distance is accurate.
Okay, so I'm at, what was that, 150 yards away. What do I have for movement? I'm going to start moving people up. I got to pull up the John Mollison's handy little sheet here to see how far. Well, Insect Plague is being cast. Can I get into the castle?
Insect Plague, if I recall correctly, anything under level 3 cannot approach and is driven back.
So has that already? That's already happened. Right?
No.
Where's Insect Plague being cast at?
Yeah, that's a good question. He is not. I will just treat it like original D&D. I'll have that happen simultaneously with melee, and no, it has not happened yet.
Okay, simultaneously.
So you can move first, and you can also fire arrows first. Yeah.
But I probably can't fire indirect. Well, could I fire indirectly into the castle?
Yes, if you have the range, yes. But crossbows, I think, can't. Somebody help me out with that. It's either heavy crossbows or crossbows can't.
I have
crossbows in general can't indirect fire.
I've got longbows and
no
short
crossbows.
bows, so.
I forgot
I've
about
got a
that,
lot
yeah.
of things to move here, so.
I got
Find the right page. Son of a gun. This over here. There we go.
And while he's doing that, Koji, would we still have bats?
I would assume they're persisting for at least over the course of the day.
It doesn't have a duration?
It has no duration. I've
you
been
go.
asking you about this before.
Yeah, no.
They have no listed duration. I would assume at least the 24 hours, so a vampire could like summon guardians while they're sleeping or something.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not 500 bats anymore after using them as a ablative turn to stone. There's a lot of stone bats around.
Fair enough.
A lot of little gargoyles.
Alright, so that's 24 on mine, so it's.
Ross, each hex is an inch.
Yes, or 10 yards. And this measuring tool is accurate.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if I can get in, then I am. That would be about. 24. A light horse could get in, so. Little foolhardy, but. Run the light horse into the. Right in there. Charge.
Kamikaze him.
I would like to offer, because the question arises, well, what would they have done with the doors? Now, I happen to know in this moment that he was very much preparing to invite you into a lovely feast. Now, that being said, any martial force would guard a door. And there are shock and morale rules for a charge. So what I would propose is that you're doing a cavalry charge into his footmen that would guard the entrance. That's my proposal.
I believe only the light horse could actually make it there. 20 light horse, 20 light foot.
Koji, what do you think about that, though?
It would only be a question.
I think only,
It would only be a question, and I leave that up to other people. How quickly after me gaining knowledge of the betrayal from the commune could I start closing the gates?
And
have that actually happen.
And that's a great question. And this is already, because Ryan had brought up some things. I'm just going to make it simple and say this happens all at once. People are crossing the palisades. They see what happened. They make the decision. You did commune, and you're like, I know. And now it's all happened. Yeah.
We all just look at each other on the distance.
Yeah, it happens.
Take that move back because my medium horse can move 24 on a charge. So if they're going at where are they?
All right, so defending unit is a heavy foot against, and you have heavy horse or medium horse?
Medium horse can get there on a charge, so they're 24 on a charge. So I guess I'm moving up light. 2 units of light horse, 1 unit of medium to actually engage, because I don't think all 3 can engage at the door.
So they will
everybody else will move up too.
They will either enter combat or Koji, if you roll a 2d6 and you get a 7 or less, they will rout and they will flee.
They've routed.
All right, you have charged your horses in.
I'm gonna move these other. Okay, so he can't go on a charge. So he's 12. Oh.
Yeah, we can just say that you make it into the keep with your cavalry then, as long as, just verify this for me, that the light cavalry can make it if they're charging.
Yeah, light cavalry is 30 on a charge.
Okay. All right. Now, that was, let's see, that was you. What are you doing with the rest of your forces? You can also just, you have to move them, right? That's...
Yeah, I want to move everybody up as far as they can go, and then it's going to take a little bit to figure out for every single unit, but...
all right. Yes, all your cavalry's in, and is Bool and his fools on horseback? Are they with them?
Yeah, I'm on a heavy horse, so I'd be, if I'm charging, I can go 18. I think 18 would make it just to the door, so I'd be with this crew.
This is a bit abstract. I can't fit everybody in one hex, obviously, but you all are just making it in. So the first they fall back, and now all these people are in and they're fighting. I'm going to pause there, and now you can move your forces up. Obviously, the next person is. Who is Sydney? Is that me? Sydney.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, then, I'm sorry. You rolled a 6. Which probably should have been simultaneous movement.
I super didn't. I rolled a 1.
Oh. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's the 2d6. Okay. And so the next person is Ryan.
And me and
okay.
I go last.
Edna, what do you do?
Yeah,
let's see what ranges are. I'm going to begin backing my men up. Okay, from Castle.
Okay, I'm
exactly how far they can go.
I'm just going to get these things out of the way on the map that I have here. There we go.
I'm going to move the, we were already pretty far. 100 yards. 10 inches. We'll probably move 50 yards back.
Outside the palisade?
Because you can move. Yeah, outside. You can move and cast, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Doing that.
Okay.
And then, what phase are we on? Just movement?
Yeah, good point. Let's see. So, and we resolved a charge, but I felt that was pertinent. Yes. So, and then Father Yor. Movement and split missile fire.
Just a point. I don't know exactly, how far I can move, but I wanted to move outside of missile range. We were already 100 yards out, so whatever, puts us out of normal missile range.
Well, that palisade will give you complete cover. No, that's not true. They're on a hill. I'm wrong. What am I talking about? Yeah, outside of missile range. I don't know what that is. You can move them. You should be able to move them, whatever that is. Yeah, all right, sure. Father Yor.
Okay. So we're talking movement then.
Yes. And Also, split move missile fire.
Not really familiar with what split move misfire is exactly.
You can move
It's mainly
and
like horse.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
you move and shoot.
Okay, so not anything that I actually have here. I don't have any horse archers here. Okay, so... And are my crossbowmen up on the walls?
I would argue that makes sense. I would argue that you would do that one, you know? If you want it. Okay.
Cool. Okay.
The 20 heavy foot I'm engaged with, or one of the groups.
I don't think you're engaged with them because they routed. I assume they're either dead or gone or run away.
True.
Except there's a hero on the field. And that means that they automatically rally.
Oh.
So they'll go back and rally.
Oh.
What
right.
level is Bool? This is suddenly very important.
4.
Oh, that's
4.
one shy.
Okay. So, and a quick question. Where are my 2 charmed magic users?
Oh, yeah.
They would have disintegrated, would they not? Because this is not their native soil.
I never turned them into vampires. I just charmed them.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
strong. Yeah.
Yeah, you have those. I'll give you those back.
Yeah, I have Kotar summoned magic users. Unless anything summoned by the summoning spell disappears on a timer. Charm wouldn't change that.
Okay, you have a 1x Enchanter and 1x Conjurer. I believe that's level like 5 and 7. They would have a host of spells. I mean, they have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they have whatever they'd prepared for Kotar's defense, but obviously they would not have the... I assume they prepared part of a 3-caster set, and they don't have a third of that set.
Yeah, let's
The
see.
2 mages earlier were the summoned ones, right?
Yeah.
They were levels 4 and 6. I remember them being marked. Not for nothing.
Oh,
Thank you.
well, if they're summoned, do they still exist? Because you did monster summoning.
Yes.
Yeah, so they would have. They only last for like rounds if they're summoned. Monster summoning only goes for like rounds. So
My
they
bad.
had disappeared.
I screwed that
Okay,
up
yeah,
anyway.
that's what I was wondering.
No,
So-
there's a lot going on. You're doing great.
Thanks, dude.
I only know that because I looked it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they only last rounds, then I don't have them, and I don't need to worry about that. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Ooh, I was getting nervous because they could cast fireball, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
And Phantasmal Force.
Yeah, a lot of other scary things.
Yeah, a lot of shit that you just explained. A very good defense based on the
Yeah.
capacity to cast.
Told you exactly my plan. Yeah.
All right.
So if they had routed, could my light horse on a charge would have to go further, I think. And
Oh.
at least the light horse would have light horse and medium, I think, would have a few more inches.
Well,
I don't know exactly how that would work, but
You can tell me your thoughts, like if this would affect this, but it seems to me that within 30 yards, I think the rule is that
Yeah.
forces in melee within 30 yards can, at your discretion, be brought in anyway. So you're right. You're in it. You're in it. If you want in it, you're in it. And everybody in there's in it, except the crossbowman on the tower. Okay. So Father Yor, take your time. It's fair to be a little chess-like about this. This is your moment of defeat or victory, I think. If defeat is possible, it happens now. And
I mean, for sure defeat, but we're gonna see how hard we can make that.
Don't you say that. We're going to have Glenn join in about 20 minutes and kick all our asses.
Glenn, suddenly,
from the top rope.
Kegel, remember me?
Well, unfortunately, because of my commune, I know exactly where he is, and it's not here.
Oh, in a ditch.
There is actually someone that could come, and I'm going to ask him right now. Because he was debating it.
No!
Oh, God.
Get that little bastard in there.
And he's...
So here first, so Chainmail the mosh pit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all here. It all happened because of the poor Baron of Tharnburg.
Oh, one after another.
Feel free to
Let
take
this be
your
a lesson to everybody. Don't leave your barony.
Don't.
Apparently
Don't
not.
leave the walls. Stay home. Plant garlic. Hang up crosses everywhere. That's all you
But
do.
in the meantime, he's definitely not... I'll ask, but in the meantime, this round is certainly occurring. So what do you think?
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
Oh, God.
Bat. Moving to Bool's people.
Bats?
Whatever bats remain.
Gotcha.
The southern group?
I leave it to your judgment how many bats remain after everything we did at night.
I just took
know
care of it.
it's
I just got
definitely
rid of
not
like half.
500 anymore.
Yeah. It's still a crazy amount of bats for sure. All right. To what end? To morale, vision? What do you think?
If they can force morale.
I would argue that it would affect their morale. He is not a hero unit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Jahan is not coming, so.
Thank God.
Ryan remembers the last war game.
Yeah.
Jahan, you need to worry about if you're not.
in the woods, run away.
Isn't level 4 hero level? That's the title for that for fighters, or?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 5 for fighting capability. Hero is 4. I'm wrong. Is that?
Yeah, I think they get a better buff at 5, but I think there's something with a level 4 fighter on the field, level 4 character on the field with them.
That's a really important thing. Let me, check me on fighting capability, but Father Yor, you're thinking about what to do. That's fair. Usually I'd be like, oh, hurry up, if it's D&D. This ain't D&D. I don't blame you.
Nope.
This is it right here.
Yeah.
If you get this wrong, that's it. If you get it right, that's it too, probably.
Where is this?
Yeah, if you could just find fighting capability, I don't know. Oh, here it is. 1, 2. I'm wrong, dude. I'm glad you looked that up. You're a hero unit. That's extremely important.
Wait, what page is that on?
Fighting capabilities in book 1, page.
Okay.
I just lost it.
It's near the spells near the back, like 20.
Yeah. Well, as long as got that sorted out.
So
yep.
you should be adding 1 to any roll, and you should also. The unit you're with adds 1 to each individual die. On top of that, and any unit that's rallied or routed automatically rallies. I think it takes a superhero to have everyone make a morale check as if taking heavy casualties. I could be wrong, but I think it takes a superhero.
Yeah.
Which he might be, actually.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Ross, is it okay?
Is that an
to offer-
automatic?
Is it okay to make an offer to Father Yor in his moment of pain?
I suppose. Yeah, what do you think?
I would unconditional surrender sound.
Oh.
We drive stakes through the heart of all of your vampires, and you are charmed by me. Sound. But you live.
Oh, for sure not accepting that term. Well, any of
I
the
wouldn't
terms
either.
presented.
Don't worry, I have animate dead, so you're gonna work for me eventually. I say, and then you're probably gonna raffle stomp me.
I don't see how that's possible given the circumstances. We'll see.
We'll see, yeah. It ain't over till everyone's dead, as we have seen.
Kill everyone's vampires.
Yeah, I'm looking here. I actually don't think, and this is actually huge, only a fighting man can be a superhero. Even clerics can only be superhero -1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I count as a hero +1. I noted that down. So definitely not a superhero.
Yeah, until you get to like patriarch level like 13 in Greyhawk.
So many friggin' pages open.
All right.
I'm whatever the lowest patriarch level is, which I believe is 7.
Well, let's zoom out, and here's some options. If you prefer, we can also break this up into secret orders. So you can just text me. You can send a private message to me, Father Yor, if that helps. Or we can go in another room if you need to like say, hey, here's what I'm thinking. But we can zoom out here and think more in terms of plans. But it is a very immediate, the things are happening in the next 2 minutes plans, right?
For sure. Just a matter of the phases of when things are happening.
Well,
That's really the only factor.
and that's actually kind of what I mean. Let's not worry about that right now, right? Like when is the missiles happening? When is melee happening? It's all happening right now. It's 2 minutes. It's all going on right now. What are you going to do about it? I think your heavy footmen have automatically rallied.
Okay. Did some of them die from the charge? Like they're not running away, but are any dead?
And that's something we need to resolve, is in the charge they would have attacked. Actually, you know what? Why don't we do that? All right. So that I had it that it was a door with 1 medium horse, a regiment of 20, versus 1 regiment of heavy footmen. So you guys can play some chainmail, chuck some D6s.
Yeah.
So medium horse versus heavy foot, that's 2 to 1. You kill on a 5+. So you can chuck, what is that, 40 D6s?
If I'm charging, what is that?
And then, how big is the
Extra rolls,
door
I think.
and how much abreast can they be? I don't know. Like, let's kill each other. All right.
Yeah.
They're gonna get to kill you back. So
Okay.
it's all meat and chaos.
So someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I got 20 light horse and I'm charging, and you get extra rolls if you're charging, right?
Oh, and I have let's see. I actually have a question. So if you're having 1 miniature count as 20, we can just roll once. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Good, yeah.
do you all want to do that?
That would probably be quicker.
I'm good with whatever.
Okay. Then you would
Left
chuck
with their
2d6
information.
and he would chuck 1d6, and it kills on you kill on a 5, and he kills on a
Is
6.
that possible? Oh no, it's the
And your heavy foot, you have 1 to 3 versus medium horse, so you divide that 20 by 3. So actually, that's not going to work, is it?
Yeah, Jonas, I see what you're saying about adding an extra die, if that's even applicable anymore.
How many dice I roll in this circumstance?
Yeah, I apologize. I was saying, hey, we can use the miniature, but you have this like narrow gap, and the math doesn't line up. So I would say, why not? Medium horse attacking heavy foot is 2 to 1, and they're 20 attacking. If you do 40 d6s, that's every unit. And then if you add your morale rules, you would add. He's a hero, right?
Yep.
You
so add 1 to each
add
of
1 to
those.
every die.
Cool. I don't think a +1 will work in the formula for the dice roller, so I will just add 1. That's a lot of 6s.
And it looks like you add another die, right? Within 12 inches of a unit, you add 1 to... No, I'm sorry. That's about other stuff. Never mind. Sorry.
The impetus bonus, you add 1 if you're charging for horses.
Add another die. Okay.
Yeah, so add 1 die
cool.
to the normal shown.
Double add a die for each unit, right?
No.
Oh,
go
the
ahead.
normal number is you add 1 die to.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, so
21,
if it's like-
right?
So it'd be 42.
Or that's
because-
for...
Because you're attacking a medium foot. Or heavy foot, sorry. So 42 d6s.
Let me just roll 2 more. Because I already rolled 40 in the chat there, so...
Oh, I didn't see that. Man, I wish my digital dice thing... Look at all those d6s.
2d6. And then add 1. So that is... Those are both hits. That is...
So it kills on a 4 because of the bonus. So 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You pretty much wiped that regiment out. But let's see what they did to you, right?
Okay, so it is simultaneous, I was going to ask.
Yeah. Am I crazy? It is. They get to hit back, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the melee.
Yeah, so let's see. So that's heavy foot versus medium horse, which is 20 divided by 3. And it kills on a 6+.
Okay, does me being a hero +1 matter at all?
Let's see. You are not with the unit that I have because they're
Gotcha.
guards.
No, I'm definitely not.
It does say you add 1 to any roll. I'm kind of confused by that. I think that means other stuff though. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't. Somebody can look that up, Brian, if you want to, while we're resolving this. Yeah, so...
Okay, so the point is 7d6. 21 divided by 3, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Kills on a 6. You
Killed one of them.
Killed one of them. All right.
1.
It's something.
It's something.
Okay.
And then, I think it says in order to withstand a charge by a mounted man, the defending unit must... You gotta make a morale check. Where is that?
Oh, well, this is just the breach.
Yeah.
So, at this point, you're in it. Like, everybody's in this just crazy melee right there in the courtyard.
1, 2, 3, 4,
And everybody can join the battle. It's in 30 yards.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
3 inches, whatever. All right. So, Father Yor, what do you do? This is.
Damn.
What are you thinking?
In a general sense, not just worrying about phases.
In a general sense, yes.
Okay. And are we talking all my units or Father Yor specifically the man?
Well, both.
Okay. So yes. Bats to Bool's forces trying to force morale checks.
Okay.
Are Edna's forces in crossbow range? I assume no.
No, I moved out.
Now I will say, it turns out he is a hero. So if you want those bats to go and like obscure some line of sight for Edna or something like that, you could do that. I don't want to take that from you because he is a hero unit, so that could affect the morale stuff.
Okay, since Edna's forces are out of crossbow range, then we will send the bats to harry Edna's forces.
Okay.
Yes, unfortunately, that is where I have to go with that. Okay.
What's the movement rate of a bat?
I'd say it's pretty good. Like an OD&D.
Small animal, whatever a small animal would count as movement rate wise.
Pretty good. Like a wyvern.
I know their
like
AC is
24
8.
inches.
That's all I know.
That's a great question. You can think about that. But meanwhile, what is Father Yor and his forces doing?
So yeah, the crossbowmen up on the battlements will turn their crossbows down onto Bool's people.
They cannot fire into melee.
Who are they in
Onto
melee with? They just obliterate
the people outside of the castle, right?
I would have that this is all a melee now. This is just like
okay.
Yeah.
Whole castle.
Yeah.
Except for the crossbowmen. So yeah, this is an interesting problem. Is you would
And
be.
the horses can't climb ladders, so.
There is a rule in Swords and Spells, but it is not in Chainmail. In Chainmail, you cannot fire into melee.
Oh, so very, very difficult this has become.
Well, I think you gotta tackle him. I think because if you kill him, I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. Anyways, Father Yor, you got to get out of this. How are you gonna get out of this?
Well, yeah, so if the crossbowmen can't fire on them, I was thinking that they weren't engaged with anyone after killing the heavy footman regiment. If Bool is engaged in melee, then the bats are not going after Edna. The bats are going after Bool and his people for morale checks.
But he's a hero, so I think it would negate that.
Oh, okay, it just wouldn't do anything. Okay, then, yeah, Edna.
Because we had talked about the bats like guards on the wall, would the bats, obfuscate Bool's forces and cause them to fight at a lesser... we had talked about having that effect for the guards on the wall. If you want to do that, I'm not saying you have to, but we had talked about that.
I think it makes sense, except all of these are within like 3 inches and they're all right there, right? So I was saying earlier, this is kind of an abstraction. Carnage. Yeah, this is just carnage. Yeah. It's all immediate right here within 2 minutes.
Horses coming in, people running.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So
I can frame options if you want.
I have an idea, but tell me what they are. I may be misunderstanding what my limitations are.
Here's some ideas I have. Kill yourself. That sounds like a bad plan. Vampires, pretty good plan. You're out. Or you don't have to kill yourself. Actually, right, you don't even have to. You just psh, and you're gone. And you say, bye, suckers, good luck with all this. I'm coming back, motherfuckers. You just wait.
Yor is not a vampire, and it's daytime.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
And we would just turn our army to your castle instead.
Oh my gosh.
My castle has
gosh.
a force larger than your combined force here.
Holy
I have a larger
smokes.
army at my castle.
Oh man. Oh my gosh. I suddenly realized the problem. I was like, man, I don't know.
Jonestown is not an option.
This is actually, you might not have a lot of options.
No.
But you do have one thing. You have a ridiculous number of vampire prostitutes. That's one thing
During
you
the
have.
daytime.
Oh, what? Okay, so they all have to be indoors? Oh, wait, no, they're in the coffins. They're in their coffins. Oh, my gosh. Is that right?
Which their coffins would be whatever random boxes they could scoop
my
dirt
gosh.
into within the castle. So random chests, random boxes,
This
random
just shows
crates.
how stupid I am. You're in a real pickle, dude.
Yeah, vampires are really hard until they're not.
Oh, my gosh.
No, the vampires are completely useless
Dude,
here.
okay,
All I have is my troops and the bats.
I have no idea what you can do.
I mean, to help you frame it.
Yeah, no.
Conventional forces, you're going to lose. Like my fireball, or they're
Yeah, this needs a shenanigan or a
with-
spell or something. Yeah.
Yeah, the damage I do with a fireball is going to annihilate your forces. No set.
Let's look at your magic.
Minimum damage. It's just your spells
Well, surrender's still on the table. We get rid of the vampires. Maybe you can keep your castle.
Yeah. No, you can keep your castle, but you're charmed, so you're just gonna, never attack me and love me and devote to me.
Wait, when we're talking about staking the vampires, are we talking about all the vampires in the Red Cathedral hierarchy, or just the prostitutes that we turned for the large quantity of vampires?
All of the vampires that you have sent out into the world are going to come back, and they're going to stand in line as I go poke next.
Okay, so yeah,
Poke
that's
next.
never happening.
Okay.
If it was just the prostitutes, that's fine. Set me back to what I was before the battle, sure.
So wait, you're a 7th. What level of cleric are you?
Whatever we start
He's level 7, yeah. He should only get 6 level
7.
spells.
6 level spells. Okay, so you can, but you can.
No, 5th, 5.
Oh, 5th
Yeah,
level. So
5th.
you can quest. Oh dang, dude! You really don't have a lot of options, dude.
I mean, I know
clerics aren't.
I've already prepared the spells that I prepared
Yeah.
for this day in the expectation that we were coming into Kotar.
I think I think Bool may have got you.
You work too well. You are too good at your job. Now AI is replacing you.
Yeah, like I have.
I think this random level 4 fighting man just rolled up here on a horse and put a stick to you.
Like
I'm holding up a sign that says Baron Bool, Baron Bool.
I can deal with Bool. Bool is not a problem,
Oh, sure.
theoretically.
Yeah.
The problem is that it's Bool and Edna.
And
That's
they're
the
not
issue.
together.
That it's both of them and they're not together. Frankly, together or not, that's not my biggest issue. It's the fact that it's both of them.
Yeah.
So
I just don't see a lot with your spell list. You got Insect Plague. Okay, you can get me or him, but
Yeah.
you're gonna get stabbed either way.
sticks
Yeah,
to
the
snakes
goal
would be really
was-
cool if you were in the opposite position. You could turn all the crossbow bolts into snakes, but no.
Turn
I
the,
have,
turn
well,
the
I
crosses
can't
instead.
fire at anybody with the crossbows, so whatever I can do to crossbows.
Oh
is
no,
relevant.
no, that's what I'm saying. It's not gonna. Then none of this. That's not gonna. You don't have any spells that are gonna do it.
No, clerics are really like local, like dungeon spells. They're not. Magic users are like world-changing spells. Yeah, that's why I was so scared of Kotar. Like I was terrified of this man.
Okay. All right. I think I propose a few options here. I'm stumped. Number 1, you could surrender. Number 2, you could fight right now. Number 3, if you come up with something else, that's cool. But I think I can't see anything with the spells, with the situation.
I think it would be fair to offer if you do surrender, and I effectively neuter your force. You just play another Baron, and we just hope to God you don't roll vampires again.
Well,
Oh man.
Hate to do it to you. You were too powerful.
You were too good.
You scared us.
I was gonna blow all
They
of
were-
my
they
load
were
on Kotar
scared,
and then
but,
been very weak. And I was scared you guys were gonna get me.
all of your level 4 fighter hero AI load.
Yeah.
Another
Tech
thing you
Pro.
could do is what if you made a deal, but they've already said they know. See, they know, right? Like the problem is that you revealed your hand with the vampires. That's the thing. You were right, man. And when all of us saw that, when I saw that happen, I was sitting here just chilled. I was like, holy crap, this is going to be the map. It's going to be Vampire World. That's it.
Yeah. Stake land.
And
the thing being,
and they all saw
it
saw
still may
that.
be.
And, oh, go ahead. So
Well, it still
thing
may
being-
be.
Yor was completely upfront about everything. It's like, oh yeah, no, reading you guys in. Here's my plans. Let's do it. Let's be a trio: fighting man, magic user, cleric. We're gonna rule the fucking world as the
We're
Dark
chaos.
Council.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
That's
we're
what
gonna be the
chaos
Dark
does.
Council.
There's only one Sauron, you fool.
oh man.
Yor had been completely upfrent about that all the way.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I was good for it too until I saw how deadly you were. That changed me. Too good.
Do you choose surrender or to fight? I think it comes down to this.
Surrender isn't even on the table. That's just
Let us.
there's no
Let us fight.
because the slay all vampires is on the table. It's not it's not even worth talking about.
All right, Ryan, what do you do? There's bats flying towards you. You see, you can see you've moved back from the wall. I just want to get a sense of what you're doing. Are you trying to move in, or are you trying? Okay, because you're flying, because you cast fly and you're flying and you fireball, because it's. Or how do you do that?
No, so how I position myself, if you can see, or at least I tried to, I should be looking straight down the pipe towards that front gate that's open.
Or you're gonna kill Bool.
No, I'm aiming past Bool. Fireball,
Just
there's
into
no
my
like
troops.
reticle. I don't have to aim. I'm just flicking this little moat straight through the gate past Bool's mercenaries, I believe.
I actually do know this. This
save
came
some
up.
coin.
This has come up before. Yes, I know you can do that with fireball. That is true.
Yeah, so I'm shooting it. That's why I've sort of moved it down so I can shoot straight through the gate to the back of the castle, not get Bool's forces, and then detonate. It's 2-inch radius, so it should be that entire castle section, and it's 11d6 minimum lot.
All right, Father Yor, you can see the chance of dying here. You could try to run away. You could try to climb. You could just try to kill Bool or something. But you have some options. Like, let's just focus on that.
Flee. Get a horse and flee. Horses are very fast.
I'll give you one.
You have the evasion chances.
Yeah. Whose horses? I didn't bring any. You guys are the only ones who brought horses.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Oh man, dude.
So yeah, all I can do is try to kill Bool, cause serious wounds.
Well, didn't you kill one horseman? So there might be one horse running around there.
Down and
nah, yeah, okay.
Really, all I can do is try to take out the commander that's immediately in front of me to try and.
How would you all? Would you prefer? I would propose this be done with the alternate, with just D&D combat, like the combat system. Is that okay?
Sure, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. How do you do cause serious wounds? Do you have to touch, or is it a speak?
It doesn't say.
Oh, nice.
Because it's just flipping cure spells to the opposite, and cure spells don't care about noting the specifics.
I would note that I've always thought you had to touch them, but you can touch him. You could, if that's more powerful, you could just try to go and give him that. I don't think it's going to kill him though. But hey,
no, it's basically going to do nothing.
I also want to propose this: they can tackle and subdue you, so you may literally want to kill yourself. The Red Cathedral is at stake. Now
you sent so many agents out that you pretty much would still have a remnant of a faction if this guy dies.
They will enter a civil disorder, but you could play like Nagornis, where Nagornis plays one of his retainers. And they're not a baron. They're not, and they don't have a barony, but they're this and he chose to do that. You don't have to. You can decide what you want to do later.
Sure.
But if they capture
That's
you,
the scariest
if Edna captures you, the Red Cathedral and the Red Faith also becomes hers.
Yeah.
So if you attack Bool with your turn, they can just pile on you and subdue you. What do you think?
Well, God, there's no good options. Everything is about
I don't
choice.
think there is, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm just looking, and I didn't realize, I was dumb. I didn't realize the vampires were gone, and I forgot that you were an evil high priest or a patriarch or whatever, and dang. Yeah.
Yeah, if this was at a time of day when the vampires were still here, it's not even a contest. Everybody opposing me dies.
But
it's not night.
Yeah. Nope. You're exactly right about the vampires. I didn't realize. I just thought this whole war game. I was honestly so worried. I was like, this war game is smoked. But you're right. They're devastating glass cannons.
They're devastating as long as you can keep the fact that you have them secret from anyone who opposes you.
Which you did. No one metagamed, but then you revealed this horrifying, oh man.
Yeah, to my buddies who I said I'd give vampires to so they could do the same thing. Yes. But no, now we're doing that.
I specifically remember hearing insect plague first.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is pretty obvious what happened. All right. Do you kill yourself, flee, or fight? Those are your three options. Let's go. Actually, fleeing, that's not even an option. It's not. Do you kill yourself or fight?
There's not a lot I can do here, so what I'm going to do is, I guess, hit Insect Plague on Bool's forces. If I can exclude any of mine from that, I do. I assume I can't, but if I can.
Yeah, that will clear the field of everyone except for you two, which is actually really clever. I actually want to allow that. And then this will... The only problem is... and this is where there are rules. So I'm not going to do what's cool. This is the rule. That would be your turn. And then a fireball is coming.
There's nothing I can do.
And you don't know that. So that's what's going to happen. So you dispel all these forces, and then Bool is still standing there because he's level 4 and all of his men are scattered, and you're standing there and you're getting ready to fight. And then this explosion goes off behind you, and you can roll for damage.
And it's probably going to take you out.
I'm assuming Bool takes it too if I can physically touch him.
He can. It's 20. It's 2 inches. He can decide where it is the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're in front of the gate, so you can see that.
So my men routed. I'll move those.
Yeah, I think my hit points are shit. Where's my?
Well, are
Father
you
Yor
doing
sheet?
Insect Plague?
He did, but it's your turn. You can roll for damage.
However far they went.
All right, do you want me to fireball now?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Please. 11d6. Smoke him if you got him. 48 points.
Let me double check. Can't possibly survive that, right? No, I have 25 hit points.
Okay, so this is kind of cool. So the last thing you do is you bring up all these teeming insects and everything out of these bodies, and it dispels back all these brave, mounted mercenaries and stuff, and they all fall back except Bool, who endures it. He's standing there getting ready to fight you. You're getting ready to fight him, and then all of a sudden just an explosion rocks the Bailey behind you, taking out the Bailey, and Father Yor is incinerated.
I got him.
Yeah, it only counts as one. All right, so and
Accomplished.
there is one last thing to do. There is a final phase, actually, and then we're done. Let me find it here. All right, Edna. They are just a freelance. What do? Do you kill them all? Keep them?
No, I'm not. I made a deal. Bool the Fool will inherit his work.
Okay, well then that's all I need. I'll head back.
Yeah.
If you had asked Yor to ally against Edna, Yor would have just plotted to vampirize Bool.
That's why I did.
And
I would expect you to do that shit to me. To be honest,
gentlemen, that ends the siege of Tharnburg. Now, I think with Bool now the master of Tharnburg. Otherworld is a living world medieval fantasy wargaming club. We play Dungeons and Dragons as it was, just prior to and just after its publication in 1974. We upload our play reports and play sessions online for anyone to review, learn from, or critique. If you're interested in joining us, our contact information is in the description.